Welcome to the NewsRamp Business and Corporate Podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. NewsRamp.com curates the latest business news from leading newswires, bringing you the most relevant stories to keep you informed and inspired. Now, a quick note before we dive in. While this podcast is produced with the assistance of AI and AI voices, rest assured that the stories we're sharing are very real, and the complete news stories can be found at newsramp.com. It's Monday evening, September 22nd, 2025, and we have a lineup of business and corporate headlines and stories that you won't want to miss. So, grab your coffee, lace up those running shoes, or settle into your favorite chair, and let's get started. Here is our first headline.
Gurit announces appointment of Victor Bernhardt as its new CFO. Gurit announces the appointment of Victor Bernhardt as its new Chief Financial Officer, effective December 1st, 2025. With over 25 years of international finance and leadership experience, Victor will succeed Javier Perez Freire. Victor's background includes roles in multinational corporations, private equity portfolio companies, and family-owned businesses, focusing on corporate transformation, restructuring, M&A, and strategic growth. Gurit is confident in Victor's ability to guide the company through its next phase. Victor, a German national, holds a degree in business administration from TU Wuppertal and completed executive education at INSEAD, Fontainebleau. Previously serving as CFO of the KWC Group, Victor looks forward to driving strong financial performance at Gurit. CEO Tobias Lurig expresses gratitude to Javier and welcomes Victor to the executive team, anticipating his significant contributions to Gurit's financial strategy and overall success. BB Biotech to be included in the SPI ESG Index. BB Biotech AG has been announced to be included in the SPI ESG Index of the SIX Swiss Exchange starting today, September 22nd, 2025. This move showcases the company's dedication to responsible investing and sustainable governance. Dr. Christian Koch, head BB Biotech at Bellevue Asset Management, emphasized the significance of this inclusion, highlighting the company's focus on biotechnology companies that generate financial value while benefiting society. The SPI ESG Index, established in 2021, features companies from the Swiss Performance Index selected by INRATE based on stringent sustainability criteria, offering investors a clear benchmark for sustainable equity investments in Switzerland. BB Biotech's visibility among ESG-focused investors is expected to increase, reinforcing the appeal of its portfolio for the long term. Northern Data Group announces leadership updates. Northern Data Group announced several leadership updates, including John Hoffman joining the management board as co-CEO alongside Arush Thilanathan. Scott Bailey succeeds John as Group Chief Operating Officer, while Chandan Raja joins as Chief Technology Officer. Charlotte Park is promoted to Chief People Officer. These changes reflect Northern Data Group's commitment to strengthening leadership. With a focus on growth and innovation, the company continues to position itself as a leader in AI and high-performance computing solutions.
IRO expands market visibility with Russell 2000 and 3000 indexes. Inclusion. IRO Group Holdings, Inc. has announced its successful inclusion in the Russell 2000 and Russell 3000 indexes, effective September 22nd, 2025. Dr. Chiranjeev Kathuria, executive chairman of IRO, stated that this highlights the strength of their strategy and investor confidence. Being part of these indexes expands IRO's visibility globally, driving growth and enhancing shareholder value. Membership in the Russell 2000 Index showcases IRO's market capitalization and growth trajectory, attracting institutional investors and supporting long-term shareholder value. IRO focuses on aerospace, autonomy, and air mobility, with 4 key operating segments: drones, avionics, training, and electric air mobility. Forward-looking statements in this press release highlight the potential benefits of IRO's inclusion in the Russell indexes, subject to risks and uncertainties outlined in regulatory filings.
Q&A with Cindy Shura, founder of CC Consulting. Cindy Shura, founder of CC Consulting, reflects on her 20-year journey in commercial real estate consulting, specializing in retail brokerage for high street properties. She has shaped major retail developments in cities like Birmingham and Detroit, bringing in national brands and luxury retailers. With a background working for industry giants like the Forbes Company and Olympia Development, Shira's approach as a founder and consultant is shaped by invaluable mentorship. Despite the evolving retail landscape, she emphasizes the continued demand for physical retail locations and the importance of curating the right tenant mix. Known for attracting high-end brands, Shira's success lies in her relationships with retailers and ability to customize marketing strategies for diverse markets. As she looks to the future, Shira is excited about expanding into new markets like Washington, D.C., and exploring opportunities in retail for convention centers.
Pugh & Tiller recognized in PR News 2026 Agency Elite Top 120 and earns 2 Daily Record Reader Rankings awards. Pugh & Tiller, a Mid-Atlantic-based PR and integrated marketing firm, has been named to the PR News 2026 Agency Elite Top 120 and received Best PR Agency and Best Web Design Firm awards in the Maryland Daily Record's 2025 Reader Rankings. This marks their 3rd time on the PR News list and 6th consecutive year as a Reader Rankings winner. The firm also saw a 9.1% increase in net fees since 2023, landing them on O'Dwyer's leading gainers among PR firms list. Pugh & Tiller's recent accomplishments include expanding client services, completing a custom application build for a cybersecurity company, adding MarTech systems auditing, and securing a PR contract with a bipartisan government agency. They have also welcomed new team members and continue to focus on delivering exceptional results for their clients.
Ambient and Gilbar named runner-up in $10 Empire Technology Prize. Ambient Enterprises, alongside Gilbar and Flow Environmental Systems, has been recognized as runner-up in the prestigious Empire Technology Prize, receiving a $100,000 award for their groundbreaking work in advancing clean heating solutions for New York State. The team was praised for their high-temperature hot water solution powered by a natural refrigerant, offering sustainable heating, domestic hot water, and simultaneous heating and cooling capabilities. Governor Kathy Hochul highlighted the critical role these innovations play in advancing the state's aggressive climate goals. The Empire Technology Prize, launched by the Clean Fight with support from NYSERDA, Wells Fargo, and RMI, is a $10 million initiative designed to accelerate the development of clean heating technologies as alternatives to fossil fuel boilers.
Stradley Ronan expands employment practice with partner Caitlin Grajek. Stradley Ronan has expanded its employment practice by welcoming Caitlin Grajek as a partner in their Newark and New York offices. Coming from Freeman Matheson Gary, Caitlin brings expertise in guiding clients through complex employment law issues and defending employers in various cases. Melanie Ronan, partner and chair of the firm's employment practice, praised Caitlin's proactive counseling and vigorous defense. Caitlin's experience includes representing employers in discrimination, harassment, and wage disputes, as well as handling restrictive covenant disputes. She also assists with drafting non-compete agreements and advising on workplace best practices. Caitlin expressed excitement to join Stradley Ronan's national platform and collaborate with their talented team. Stradley Ronan, serving clients since 1926, offers pragmatic legal counsel to companies of all sizes, from small businesses to Fortune 500 corporations, with offices across the country.
Image Studios targets national growth with expansion into Atlanta, Houston, St. Louis, and Tampa, Florida. Image Studios, a leading franchisor of salon suites, is expanding into Atlanta, Houston, St. Louis, and Tampa, Florida, offering opportunities for local entrepreneurs. With over 120 locations open and 200 in development, Image Studios provides a turnkey business model with smart, flexible design, a balanced tenant mix strategy, and a community-centered culture. Founder and CEO Jason Olson emphasizes the brand's innovative approach and strong community focus. For more information on franchise opportunities, visit imagestudios360.com. Image Studios, partnered with MPK Equity Partners, is redefining the salon suite industry, empowering beauty and wellness professionals to build their own businesses. Strawberry Fields REIT, Inc., NAMU, locks in 18th facility in Missouri with new $5.3 million acquisition. Strawberry Fields REIT, Inc. just acquired its 18th facility in Missouri for $5.3 million, adding 108 nursing beds and 16 assisted living beds. This brings the company's total to over 15,500 beds across 142 healthcare facilities in 10 states. The acquisition is expected to increase rents by $530,000, with 3% annual increases. With a focus on skilled nursing and healthcare properties, Strawberry Fields REIT is meeting the growing demand for elder care facilities in the U.S. As the population aged 70 and above continues to rise, the company is strategically positioning itself for future growth and expansion.
Bimergen Energy engages red chip companies to lead investor relations efforts. Bimergen Energy Corporation has engaged red chip companies to lead its investor relations efforts. With a 2.0 gigawatt portfolio of battery energy storage system projects, Bimergen is poised for growth in the renewable energy sector. RedChip will help broaden Bimergen's visibility among investors, highlighting their commitment to stable, long-term revenue streams. With U.S. data center power demand set to double by 2030, Bimergen is well positioned to capitalize on industry growth. RedChip, an international investor relations firm, offers a comprehensive service platform for microcap and small-cap companies, including digital media investor relations, investor webinars, and more.
Mountain One Insurance promotes Jennifer Smith to Senior Personal Lines Account Manager. Mountain One Insurance Agency has promoted Jennifer Smith of Peru, Massachusetts, to Senior Personal Lines Account Manager, highlighting the agency's commitment to internal growth and career advancement. In this new leadership role, Smith's exceptional experience and client service skills are recognized. Known for her clear and confident communication of insurance details, she is a trusted advisor to clients and colleagues alike. Smith is also actively involved in supporting mental health advocacy efforts, including the National Alliance on Mental Illness. According to Jonathan Denmark, Executive Vice President of Mountain One Bank and President COO of Mountain One Insurance, Smith embodies the agency's core values of expertise, empathy, and community commitment. This promotion not only acknowledges her outstanding contributions, but also underscores the agency's dedication to nurturing talent from within.
Maryland businesses continue to grow. State's top sectors. The Maryland Marketing Partnership highlighted recent news from companies investing in the partnership, including BGE launching building electrification incentives to advance Maryland's climate goals. FOVNDRI named agency of record for Lincoln Property Company and launched a campaign for the universities at Shady Grove. Howard Hughes Communities welcomed Iron Circle to their office portfolio, showcasing Maryland's commitment to technology and innovation. Medco announced infrastructure investments in Baltimore, while MCDC continues to support businesses in Montgomery County. CQ kicks off Kindness Month, aiming for 1 million acts of kindness. St. John Properties expands its Baltimore County footprint with a 3-building office portfolio in Hunt Valley. TEDCO fuels startup companies with recent investments and initiatives. Rowe Price collaborates with Goldman Sachs to deliver diversified market solutions for retirement and wealth investors. USM celebrates top rankings for participating institutions in Forbes' Best Employers by State list.
TrueMark Homes set to expand with 2 land deals in Riverside County. TrueMark Homes, the award-winning Western U.S. home builder, has acquired land for 2 new residential communities in Riverside County. These developments will bring 314 new homes to the area, reinforcing the company's long-term investment in Southern California. Solara in Temescal Valley will offer 224 single-family detached homes, while Florida in Corona will feature 90 single-family and townhomes. These communities are strategically located near schools, restaurants, and major freeways for convenient access to amenities. TrueMark Homes' expansion in Southern California reflects their commitment to meeting the housing needs of today's buyers. For more information, visit TrueMarkHomes.com.
Investor news breaks: Supercom Limited, Nasdaq SPCB, wins National Electronic Monitoring contract in Germany. Supercom Limited, a global provider of secured e-government, IoT, and cybersecurity solutions, has secured Germany's National Electronic Monitoring contract worth an estimated $7 million over up to 4 years. The contract will utilize Supercom's Pure Security suite for domestic violence monitoring, GPS offender tracking, home detention, and alcohol monitoring. This win signifies a significant shift in Germany's EM market, displacing a vendor with over 20 years of history. CEO Ordan Trabelsi stated that this contract validates Supercom's global technology leadership, with over 15 national EM project wins in Europe and more than 30 U.S. contracts in the past year. For more information, visit the company's newsroom at the provided link.
Rock Breaks, Ucore Rare Metals Inc., TUUCU, OTQX, PAS rating. Applied to U.S. Army-funded RapidSX project. Ucore Rare Metals Inc., listed on the TSXV as UCU and on the OTCQX as UURF, has reported progress on its $22.4 million modified funding agreement with the U.S. Army Contracting Command Orlando. The agreement aims to build a production-ready commercial RapidSX machine and supporting infrastructure in Alexandria, Louisiana. Purchase orders tied to the project have been granted a Defense Priorities and Allocation System, DPAS, DOB-8 rating, legally obligating suppliers to prioritize fulfillment of rated orders. This move is crucial to meet national defense and emergency preparedness requirements. The U.S. Army contract was modified on July 9, 2025, to provide DPAS status, marking a significant milestone for Ucore Rare Metals Inc. Wall Street wants cash flow, and this gold market is finally delivering. Gold prices surged to record highs in September 2025, outperforming major indices and cryptocurrencies, driven by a weaker U.S. dollar and central bank buying expectations. Goldman Sachs predicts prices hitting $3,700 by year-end and $4,000 by mid-2026, possibly reaching $4,500 if investors shift to bullion. ES Gold Corp, ESCF, stands out as a scalable junior producer with permits, funding, and profit potential. With a low capex, high margin model, ES Gold offers leverage and scalability, unlike physical gold or ETFs. Other key players in the mining sector include Newmont Corp, Pan American Silver Corp, Henel PS, Hecla Mining Co., HL, and Freeport-McMoRan Inc., FCX, focusing on expertise to capitalize on the current market. Record gold prices create unprecedented opportunities for near-term producers. Gold has reached a new record high, exceeding $3,500 an ounce, driven by a weakening U.S. dollar and expectations of a Federal Reserve interest rate cut. Lafleur Minerals Inc. is well-positioned to benefit from this trend, transitioning from explorer to producer with a fully permitted gold processing mill and strategic assets in Canada. Other key players in the mining sector include SSR Mining Inc., New Gold Inc., Nikola Mining, and West Red Lake Gold Mines Limited. With rising gold prices, companies with near-term production potential like Lafleur offer unique value propositions for investors seeking to capitalize on the market environment.
David Nevins interviews TK Kugler, President, Maryland Million Board of Directors. TK Kugler, President of the Maryland Million Board of Directors, is also the founder and managing partner at Wasabi Ventures Stallions. With a background in startup financing, TK has brought his experience to the racing industry, fulfilling his lifelong dream of building a world-class thoroughbred operation. David Nevins, President and CEO of Nevins & Associates, a strategic communications company, recently interviewed TK. With over 30 years of experience in marketing and public relations, David is a seasoned executive with a diverse client base. To learn more about their conversation, visit nevinspur.com.
When AV equipment fails, so does productivity, a practical guide to fixing it. Outdated projectors, tangled cables, and glitchy displays can all lead to decreased productivity in meetings and classrooms. Ineffective AV equipment is a common issue in hybrid work environments and can result in wasted time and credibility. To combat this, standardize connectors, prioritize audio quality, and organize cabling. Implement a monthly AV health checklist, and consider upgrading equipment if meetings frequently start late or if gear's reaching the end of its life. Design classrooms with multiple pedagogies in mind and document room standards for future reference. When seeking help from integrators, ask about standards, success measurement, life cycle plans, and cabling support. For a neutral assessment and assistance in developing a plan, consider reaching out for a free AV triage call. Stop struggling with outdated technology and start every meeting strong with a professional AV upgrade.
CohnReznick executive sits down with Benzinga to share insights on best practices for businesses to implement AI the right way. CohnReznick, the accounting and tax consulting firm, advises businesses to take a slow approach when implementing AI. Instead of rushing, identify the problem and then see if AI is the right tool. Sabrina Quinn, National Sales Director, emphasizes the importance of a well-thought-out approach to avoid cyber threats and compliance issues. CohnReznick suggests starting with familiar apps that already have built-in AI to boost productivity. The company is currently hosting a use case hackathon to leverage AI in day-to-day challenges. One example is the RQ Trim tool, which helps clients in managing risk by providing actionable strategies and insights on tariffs, inflation, and supply chain volatility. By using AI, businesses can move from stagnation to acceleration.
Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Business and Corporate Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24-7pressrelease.com, NewsDirect.com, and BlockchainWire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.